While there's probably always the temptation to leave in the face of cheating, some celebrities actually want to work on their relationships and stay with their unfaithful spouses. When these stars said, for better or for worse, they really meant it. Comedian Kevin Hart has admitted to cheating throughout his first marriage. He's even joked about it in his stand-up, but he appeared to be a changed man when he wed model Eniko Parrish in August 2016. The following year, the seemingly happy couple was expecting their first child together, but instead of happily awaiting the arrival of their bundle of joy, Parrish suddenly had to deal with an embarrassing scandal. Hart posted a video in which he apologized to Parrish and his 2 children from his first marriage for leaked video footage that allegedly showed him hooking up with another woman. Parrish stayed with Hart even after someone attempted to extort 7 figures from him to keep the scandalous footage private. She later spoke out about her husband's infidelities on his Netflix docuseries, stating, "I believe in second chances. I'm all about forgiveness, and you only get at least 2 times.
3 strikes, you're out. You're out of here. We're done. So as long as he behaves, we're good."
Parrish gave birth to a healthy baby boy named Kenzo Cash in November 2017, and the couple then welcomed a daughter in September 2020. After the 2014 Met Gala, Beyoncé Knowles' little sister Solange got into an altercation with her brother-in-law Jay-Z in an elevator. 2 months later, Beyoncé made some not-so-subtle changes to her 2006 track Resentment, and cheating rumors really began to buzz. That song is all about being lied to and cheated on by the one you love, and it got a bit of a curious revamp for the On the Run tour. Beyoncé raised some eyebrows when she changed the original lyrics reference from 6 years to 12 years, which just so happened to be the exact amount of time that she and Jay-Z had been together. Then when Beyoncé released her 2016 album, Lemonade, fans heard her message loud and clear, especially the album's references to a tumultuous relationship plagued by the mysterious Becky with the good hair. That release was followed up by Jay-Z's song 444, in which he raps about a woman being cheated on. In an interview with the New York Times, Jay-Z admitted to his infidelities, but added that he and his wife worked on their albums together and used that time as a therapy session. In 2018, the couple released a surprise joint album entitled Everything Is Love, which seemed to indicate that the two were still committed to each other. Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne have overcome some serious obstacles in their decades-long marriage. They've both confessed to cheating on each other for years, yet they've always been able to forgive and forge ahead. During a 2003 interview on the Howard Stern radio show, Sharon admitted to stepping out on her rocker husband in 1980 with the late guitarist Randy Rhoads. They were able to get over that infidelity, but as Us Weekly reported in 2016, when Sharon discovered Ozzy having an affair with his hairstylist, they split up. She later revealed to The Telegraph that he'd actually cheated on her with 6 different women. As she put it, basically if you're a woman giving Ozzy either a back rub or a trolley of food, God help you. While hosting an episode of The Talk, Sharon also admitted that she kicked her husband out of their home, but they didn't stay separated for long. On Mother's Day 2017, they renewed their wedding vows and celebrated 35 years together. Ozzy spoke about the state of his marriage with Hello magazine that year, telling the publication, "I can honestly say that I have never loved anybody other than my wife." Meanwhile, Sharon admitted, "It was hard to rebuild the trust, but I can't imagine my life without Ozzy."
Are you amazed you're both still here together?
Oh, I am. I mean, I've been a bad boy at times.
It's like a Shakespearean play.
Cardi B and Offset's relationship began around 2017 and was set in stone when the Migos rapper got down on one knee and proposed during a sold-out performance in Philadelphia. But then, cheating allegations surfaced that same year when a video appeared to show Offset with another woman. Cardi acknowledged her fiancé's infidelity in an interview with Cosmopolitan. She admitted that she made the decision to stay and jokingly wondered, since when are all these women dating pastors and deacons? Then in 2018, Cardi confirmed that she was pregnant during her performance on Saturday Night Live, which came after the couple tied the knot in September 2017. They welcomed their daughter Culture into the world in July 2018, but later that year, Cardi announced that they'd split. Their breakup was brief though, and in early 2019, they were seen walking the Grammys red carpet together. But in 2020, Cardi B filed for divorce, and TMZ reported that she was seeking primary physical custody of their daughter. That split was short-lived as well, and the couple were seen back together the very next month. Then in September 2021, they welcomed a son. Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott said "I do" in 2006, but they didn't stay in a state of wedded bliss forever. In 2013, McDermott admitted to cheating on Spelling with a woman named Emily Goodhand. The aftermath of the affair played out on the couple's reality show True Tori, as McDermott entered rehab for sex addiction and the couple went to therapy. Afterwards, they appeared to be in a good place, as the birth of their fifth child, a son named Beau, looked to be a promising chapter. As Spelling put it while speaking at a Time for Heroes festival in Los Angeles, "Beau was like the rebirth of our relationship." McDermott opened up about his cheating past on the Daddy Issues podcast in 2019, during which he admitted, "It was horrible and I'm an piece of for doing it, but now our relationship is better than ever."
I never want to go to that dark place again.
The couple seemed to be on good terms when Spelling shared a sweet message on Instagram about her husband on Father's Day 2020. In the post, she gushed, "You are our rock, and we can't imagine life without you." But then, in a June 2021 radio interview, Spelling admitted that she and McDermott had been sleeping in separate rooms. Divorce rumors followed, but that September, McDermott insisted to the Feminine Warrior podcast that the stories didn't hold water. Jessica Biel managed to stay mum in 2019 after several reports surfaced that her husband, Justin Timberlake, was spotted flirting with his Palmer co-star Alicia Wainwright in New Orleans. According to The Sun, the two were photographed holding hands while Wainwright was spotted putting her hand on Timberlake's knee as they enjoyed a night out in the lively city. Despite the incriminating photos, a representative for Wainwright told People magazine that it wasn't what it appeared to be. The rep noted, "He's down there shooting Palmer. They're starring in a movie together and they're cool and everybody was hanging out." However, that December, Timberlake felt the need to address the speculation, so he shared on Instagram, "I apologize to my amazing wife and family for putting them through such an embarrassing situation, and I am focused on being the best husband and father I can be. This was not that." Since the scandal, OK Magazine reported that in an effort to make Biel feel more at ease and to solidify his commitment to her, Timberlake signed an infidelity clause that states that if he cheats on her, she's entitled to, quote, "the lion's share of the assets as well as primary custody of the kids." During a 2017 interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Woody Harrelson spilled his guts about his 2002 affair while he was dating his now wife, Laura Louie. As the actor recalled, he was in a London bar when a group of women approached him and offered him a foursome. Unbeknownst to him, one of the women just so happened to work as a paparazzo, and she took an incriminating photo that was later published in a tabloid magazine. Harrelson shared that he never read the tabloid that ran the humiliating snap, but sure enough, Louie found out about the incident, though she didn't react the way he expected. Instead of taking a Louisville slugger to his headlights, she told him, "That must be really hard for you to have this exposed." Looking back on the incident, Harrelson told The Hollywood Reporter, "Now that doesn't mean she wasn't upset. How did I apologize? You know, just your standard text and grovel. But she forgave me and we're still together." Harrelson and Louie eventually tied the knot in 2008 on the island of Maui while surrounded by a few close friends and family, including actors Owen Wilson and Sean Penn. David Boreanaz's best-known role might be Angel in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and its eponymous spinoff, but in his personal life, he was a bit of a devil. In 2001, the actor married former Playboy playmate Jaime Bergman. They then welcomed their son Jaden in May 2002 and daughter Bella in 2009. But in 2010, Boreanaz was forced to come clean about his affairs. That year, he told People magazine, "I haven't been faithful to my wife. Our marriage has been tainted with my infidelities." Boreanaz fessed up after being hit by an alleged extortion attempt by the woman he was having an affair with. Despite the cheating, Bergman was willing to work on their marriage. But this wasn't the only case of straying from his wife, as Boreanaz revealed that he'd also cheated on Bergman when she was pregnant with their second child. That mistress was a woman named Rachel Yucatel, who also made headlines when she had a fling with golfer Tiger Woods. Boreanaz's marriage didn't suffer the same fate as Woods, though, as he and Bergman are still together as of 2021. In 2009, just 7 months after marrying production manager Regina Lasko, late-night talk show host David Letterman was forced to confess to affairs with multiple staff members who worked on his show. While addressing his audience, he apologized for his actions and said that Lasko had been, quote, horribly hurt by his behavior. One of Letterman's mistresses was his former assistant, Stephanie Burkett, who would sometimes make brief appearances on the show. Burkett was reportedly in a relationship with CBS News producer Robert Joe Halderman at the time. When Halderman discovered that Burkett was cheating on him with Letterman, he allegedly attempted to extort $2 million from the host in exchange for silence. Letterman's on-air admission was his way of getting ahead of the scandal, and in the end, Halderman was the one who paid the biggest price. In 2011, he pleaded guilty to second-degree grand larceny and was sentenced to jail time, probation, and community service. As for Letterman, his reputation took a hit, but he managed to keep his marriage intact. Ever since tying the knot in 1999, David and Victoria Beckham have been celebrated for being one of the most successful celebrity couples. But their marriage hasn't always been a smooth ride, particularly when cheating rumors emerged in 2004. British tabloid newspaper News of the World ran a story that claimed that David was having an affair with his former personal assistant, Rebecca Luce, though he denied the allegations. However, Luce's brother John Charles told the Daily Mail that his sister confided in him about the affair. Victoria appeared to stand by her husband's side after the allegations arose, telling the magazine Grazia, "I have never listened to or commented on the rumors about any aspect of my life. David and I have nothing to prove." Then, in January 2017, David seemingly hinted that the couple weren't the perfect pair that fans had always assumed, as he admitted on the radio show Desert Island Discs. "Of course you make mistakes over the years. Whenever we've come through tough times, we talk." That vague statement sent tabloids into a frenzy and prompted many to assume it was a subtle confession. But whether the rumors are true or not, the Beckhams are still together as of 2021. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.